Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll demonstrate how we can find the highest occurring name or the name which is appearing for the maximum number of times in a given set of cells. So say for example in this set only, if I want to find out the name which is having the highest occurrence, or in simple words which is occurring the most number of times, we can use a couple of formulas and we can even go and customize the formulas to our wishes. So I'll demonstrate the ways which I'm aware of one by one. So the first method is obviously the most common and known method, that is a concatenated formula of your index, match and max function, or the mode function. So in order to do this, we first need to type in the match function, that is equals to match, and say suppose that this will be your lookup value will be the entire set and the lookup array will also be the entire set, and we want an exact match. And then we need to call the mod function to get the highest number and refer back to that number to the index formula. For that, we'll again refer back to our name list. So as you can see, the result is Mary Motson. Now if you look over here, Mary Motson is appearing for a total of 3 number of times, which is the highest. So the formula has given us this result. Now there is also another formula through which you can achieve this, that is your XLOOKUP. But in order to do that, there are a couple of things that you need to do first. First thing is that you need to use the COUNTIF function to get the count of the number of times the name is appearing. So the range will be the entire set and criteria will be the name itself. And you then need to drag this formula down. And over here we'll use the max function to get the highest count. In this case it will be 3. And then use the XLOOKUP function where we are saying the lookup value will be this and a lookup array will be this entire set, and a return array will refer back to the name list. So it has given me the name. So it has again given me the same name. Now while using XLOOKUP, there is also an additional functionality in which you can search by multiple criterias with your XLOOKUP itself. In order to do this, the first thing that you need to do is you need to set the lookup value to 1, and in this lookup array we'll use a bracket to insert the multiple conditions that we want, and we'll set this value equals to the range to find it, and then use the asterisk symbol to call or to enter our second criteria. And this time we'll use the if function. Say for example, if I want to search for the name which is having the highest count and whose salary is equals to, let's say, just 10,000 for the sake of simplicity. So if we use if, and if we are using if in this case, so the logical test would be this value needs to be equals to 10,000, and the value if true return the name, if not true do not return anything. Close this lookup array, return array is set, and then if you try to run this formula, you'll see it's giving me the name Mary Motson because this is the person who is having a salary of 10,000. So let's just change the name to see if it is working properly. Yes, so it is working properly because now Sherlock Holmes is appearing for a total of 4 times, so which is the highest count. Now if you see in both the formulas, it has given me the result as a single name, but if you look closely in this list you will find that Mary Motson is appearing 3 times, and so is Sherlock Holmes as well, is also appearing 3 times. Now if you want to get the names or all the names which are having the same or the highest count, that alone cannot be achieved through the help of these formulas. For that you can develop a custom macro at the back end of Excel and achieve this. So I'll show that way also. But before diving this, these are the very basic ways through which you can achieve by using these plain and simple Excel formulas, by being a little bit creative about it. Now, suppose if you want to get both the names, that is both Mary and Sherlock, since in this case these two names are having the highest occurrence counts, both are having a tree counts. So in order to do that, I'll write a custom code from scratch where I'll show you how you can get this. But in order to do this, you need to be aware of a concept known as scripting.dictionary. This is like a key and item thing, which where each individual item is stored under a key following the concept of a dictionary. So I'll show it to you how it's done. So first we need to open up the VBA Windows editor. And now since I have my VBA editor open, in this worksheet itself, I have introduced a module and start to type the code over here itself. So just for the sake of simplicity, we'll first type this to just make sure that I'm not missing on any variables, and then says let's call this sub highest count. Okay, and the variables that we need to declare are first a range variable to hold the range, so dim cell as range. Then for the names variable, so we introduce this as an array of string dim I as integer value and count to get the maximum the value of the maximum count, so this will be an integer as well. And then we can write dictionary, obviously, for introducing. I always prefer to use a new dictionary in this case. This will be stored in a new data variable, and then dim key as a variant just in case. Okay, now let's start to type the full loop where we will be going to each of the cells. For each cell in selection, next cell, if cell dot no, let's call this if dictionary dot exist cell dot value, then we'll say we'll also introduce an else statement and end this with the end if. We'll say dictionary dot cell dot value is equals to dictionary dot cell dot value plus 1. This will increase the count if it already exists, and if it does not exist, we will add that particular item. So add cell dot value and the item will be 1. Now moving into the next loop, let's just say for each this time we will be looping to the keys in the dictionary. For each key in dictionary dot keys, dictionary dot dictionary dot keys, next key, we'll see that if okay, just one more thing, I need to introduce a count variable of before. Count is equals to, let's call the worksheet application itself. So I'll use the Excel function of max to get the count of the items, number of items in the dictionary, and then we'll say for each key in the dictionary dot keys, if dictionary dot dictionary of that key is equals to count, then and if we'll say if it is equals to that count, then we'll say we need to rearrange this variable, that is h names. So rename preserve h names. This will resize the array h name dot I, and we'll say h names dot I is equal to that key, and we'll also need to make sure that we're iterating the value of I for each count. Okay, this is it, and let's just say dim result as string to get the output, where result is basically equals to h names join the h names, and we'll use this delimiter space and comma, and we'll just output it with the help of the message box. So result, let's try and run this. Let's see. Oh, for first we need to select this set and then try to run this code. Okay, there seems to be some issue over here. Let's just see. Redeem.count. Okay, yes. So there was some technical glitch. Now it's able to return me both the values, that is Mary Watson and Sherlock Holmes, as you can see. So what it has done is it has gone to the loop and it has counted the number of items which are having the highest count, in this case these two names. So it has concatenated the two names and has given me as an output. So this is how you can get both the names with the help of VB at the backend of Excel. I hope you have liked this video, and if you do have, then do share it. And if you have any more troubles like writing this code or anything, do let me know in the comments below. I'll try to help you out as much as possible.